Belen, I'm Stephen Calles.
And I'm Brandon Lubian. Welcome to this edition of WBLN for today, March 27th, 2017.
Students from Miami-Dade County Schools joined the Belen Jesuit Key Club Saturday for the first annual Miami Youth Sustainability Summit. The conference was organized to address the issues of climate change, financial literacy, poverty, and energy. Speakers included the mayor of Miami Beach, Philip Levine, who spoke about sea level rising in our own backyard. The mayor of South Miami, Philip Stoddard, also attended the summit, speaking about the solar panel initiative and how the youth have to begin the change for our city to be able to become sustainable. Other speakers, such as Greg Hamra from Citizens Climate Lobby, also made the argument that we need to begin work on sustainability. The summit finished with a call to action and a teaming up of over 30 schools to plan for the future.
Congratulations to Jovier Jimenez, who was recognized by the Association of Cuban American Engineers with a scholarship at their annual gala. Congratulations to the Belen Jesuit Jazz Band for winning a Silver Mickey, Superior, and Best Solo with Carlos Dominguez on the saxophone. The concert band also won an Excellence Award. And thanks to their director Marlene Udbai for their dedication and the hard work she puts in, along with all the other music teachers.
There's no reason to gloat here. This program needs reform.
Coming off the failure of a solely Republican bill to reform Obamacare, Ohio's Republican Governor John Kasich called out lawmakers from both parties for refusing to work together.
Whenever you continue to operate like that, what you pass will never be sustainable, and it will the people of this country, particularly the vulnerable, the mentally ill, the drug addicted, the chronically ill, who will pay the price for politics. It needs to stop.
Democratic Congresswoman Debbie Dingell says the State of the Union there is some potential common ground.
We've got to see what they're willing to talk about. You cannot rip insurance away from people. You cannot force people to pay more and give them less. There are things that we can talk about. We need to do away with the Cadillac tax. We need to do something about prescription drugs.
For now, it seems the Trump administration is content to put Obamacare on the back burner and get to work on something else. The White House Chief of Staff...
We're moving on to tax reform. We've got the budget coming up, and I think more so now than ever, it's time for both parties to come together and get to real reforms in this country, whether it be taxes, whether it be health care, whether it be immigration.
Demonstrators from across the country and the world gathered in Washington, D.C. on Sunday in support of Palestine. A website for the demonstration says the protest aims to end lobbying that promotes the Israeli occupation of Palestinian territories. It began at the White House and ended outside the annual conference for Americans Pro-Israel Lobby, also known as AIPAC. AIPAC advocates pro-Israel policies to the U.S. government. Vice President Mike Pence, House Speaker Paul Ryan, and others were slated to speak at the conference. Pope Francis is meeting with the European Union leaders on Friday in the Vatican, marking the 60th annual anniversary of the Treaty of Rome that led to the creation of the European Union. The Pope warned that the EU risks dying. He stated that without a new vision for the future based on the principles of solidarity, the bloc may disintegrate. The Pope comments came in backdrop of seismic changes with the European policies favoring populism over continent cooperation.
On Saturday, March 25th, the Belen Jesuit chess team competed in round 5 of the South Florida Grand Prix, hosted by the Boca Raton Chess Club at Franklin Academy Upper School in Pembroke Pines. Junior Connor Yurkon won the first place individual trophy in the K-12 division, going undefeated with 14 wins. Belen won the second place team trophy. Contributing to the team achievements were Connor, Junior Justin Izquierdo with 2 wins, Junior Andrew Birch with 1.5 wins, and with 8th grader Julian de Colobes with 1 point in his first chess competition as a Wolverine. The Belen Model United Nations team scored an impressive victory at the annual FIU Model UN Conference. The team swept its competition, taking the highest award of Best Delegation.
What's up, guys? As you can see right now on the map, there's very little activity going on. The same trend to be continuing that we've been seeing the past couple of days, where it's cold in the morning and it gets hot in the afternoon. So just keep your mind for that. For the highs and lows for today, we have a high of 84 and a low of 68 with relative humidity at 61%. The wind's coming from the east at 11 miles per hour. Should be partly cloudy with a very slow, minimal chance of rain at 10%. For the next 3 days, we should be seeing highs in the mid-80s and lows in the upper 60s and low 70s with great weather for the next 3 days. That's all for weather. Now let's pass it on to sports.
Thanks, Frankie. The varsity baseball team beat Belen Collier 6-2. The winning pitcher for the game was Michael Cabeza. Key performers included Cabeza, who had 6 innings pitched and only allowed 2 hits and 3 strikeouts. CJ Vasquez went 2 for 4 with a double and a run. Lucky Dezengi went 3 for 4 with an RBI and a run. Humberto Torres went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run. The varsity baseball team plays North Broward Prep today. Game time is 7 p.m. The JV baseball team beat Belen Collier by a score of 18-4. Key performers include Nicholas Quintero, Christian Airo, Joshua Salandi, Mario Fernandez. The middle school baseball team plays at St. Kevin. Game time is 3:45 p.m. In Lax, the Lax team continued their strong play, defeating Western High School Saturday by a score of 15-4 on Senior Day. The team dominated on both sides of the ball, not allowing Western to get anything going. Congrats to the seniors class also for being the first team to beat Gulliver this past Thursday. The Wolverines will look to ride this momentum into the playoffs. The tournament did not disappoint. The highlight of the weekend has to be the clutch buzzer beater by the Florida Gators versus Wisconsin in the Sweet 16. However, luck would not be on Florida's side as they lost to South Carolina and Miami native Frank Martin. Also winning by dominating performances were Gonzaga and Oregon, whose defense each held their opponents to 59 and 60 points respectively. And on Sunday, in what has thought to be arguably the toughest region, North Carolina barely squeezed by Kentucky to win 75-73. The matchups for the Final Four will take place next Saturday, and they will feature Gonzaga versus South Carolina and Oregon versus North Carolina. Belen Jesuit is hosting a middle school ACC golf tournament at Doral Red Course. That's all for sports, guys. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Nick. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for all the latest news and pictures. I'm Brendan Lubian.
And I'm Stephen Calles. And before we leave, Tiffany Joe, will you go to prom with me? Thank you for watching, and stay golden, Wolverines.